Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from in your time zone. I'm your married doctor, Tina Martins. Yeah. Okay, this morning, quickly, we're going to continue with our 5 pillars of change. We started our goal setting, yeah, some weeks back. In my last video, we talked about conviction. And I said the next pillar of change, which is number 2, is confession. And we all know how powerful words are. Words are very powerful. That's why you don't joke with your words this year, 2024. God has said in our mouth, He has put power. Power. When God created man in His image and after His likeness, God put His supernatural being, His abilities inside of man. So what God can do, Jesus Christ said, what He can do, we can do greater, we can do better. And you saw how God used words, the power of words, to recreate the world. In verse 1 of Genesis chapter 1, the Bible says God created the heavens and the earth. He created a very perfect earth. In verse 2, He saw that the world I created with his mind's eye, with his vision, it was not what he was seeing, and then he became restless. All of a sudden, the Spirit of God took action, and then God in verse 3 started confessing, let there be this, let there be that, and let there be light. And as he was saying it, so they all came to pass. So there is power in your words. Your power has a lot of energy. That's why this year you must learn how to use your words very well. Anything that has to do with negativity, let not come out of your mouth. Those goals that you have set, those desires that you want to see achieved, those change I want to see achieved this year, please chant it, say it, keep saying it until you see it come to manifestation. I want to build a house this year. Keep saying it. I will build my house this year, whether the devil and the enemies likes it or not. Then you now put all the modalities in place. Start working towards it with the help of God, with the power of God. As you are confessing it, as you are saying it every morning, you are chanting it every morning, you see yourself, everything in life will start gravitating towards that direction. Because that is your desire. That's what you want to see come to pass in your life. So, although it has not been fully understood, it is widely believed that some energy is released when desires, prayers, conviction, and then belief are verbalized. When these things come together and you keep verbalizing it, it comes to pass. There's a kind of energy that comes. That's why you will not joke with your confession this year. The things you want to see happen in your life. Okay, even as a young girl that wants to get married, I remember many years ago when I wanted to get married, hey, my goodness, when I knew it, that is my time, I was convinced that it's time for me to get married, I kept confessing it. The kind of man I want to marry, I prayed every day, I will call on God every day, I will chant it every day. This is the kind of man I want to marry, this kind of home I want to have, the kind of children I want to give birth to. I will keep chanting it, I kept chanting it, I kept praying about it, and it came to pass. Even to the kind of wedding gown I wanted to wear, I was chanting it. I kept saying it. Okay, I kept calling it to come. So when you talk about confession, we're talking about calling something that does not even exist into existence. That's what confession means. You keep confessing, and calling those things that you want to see happen in your life. Those desires that you want to see happen in your life, you keep calling them to yourself. Yeah, there is power in your mouth. Oftentimes we don't know how to use these abilities that God has put in our mouth. There is so much power in your mouth. This is a new year. Confess the right things. Don't join people to say negative things because they have energy. Yes. When people keep saying negative things and you join them to say it, it doesn't matter what is happening in the economy. You can tell yourself, minus me. Yes, you can separate yourself from the economy and begin to confess and call for the things that you want to see happen. I saw it in the Bible, Genesis chapter 26. The Bible said Isaac sowed in a land where there was so much famine, and he became exceedingly great because he listened to instruction and he followed every detail that he was told. So in this year 2024, listen to what God is telling you and walk towards that direction and begin to call for those things. And say, God has not shown you anything. Except you don't even have a goal for this year. That's why I said, number 2 pillar is confession. You must make it verbal. Confess it verbally. Let people mock at you. I had a friend of ours, my husband's friend, yeah, some years back. He will say, I'm a millionaire. You know, I'm a millionaire. I'm going to be a very great man. People will be laughing at him. When he was drinking in the midst of his friends, he will say, no, do you know I'm a great man? I'm going to be very great. I'm going to be very rich. Oh, I'm a millionaire. I'm a billionaire. And they will laugh at him. Do you know that as he was saying that, that was how God connected him. Today, he said, I think he's in Abuja, whether in the government house or something, you know, and he's doing very great. Based on the things that he was saying, there is power in your mouth. There's power in your mouth. Okay. Now, in Genesis chapter 1, 26 to 28, in the Bible record that God said, let us make man in our own image. Let us make man. Maybe he made that confession. It came to pass today. You and I were in existence because of based on the confession that was made by God in the time of old. So let us make man in our own image. So confession is therefore an essential key to change. Confession is an essential key to change. So when an individual expresses their deep desire, they feel a sense of urgency and an obligation to achieve it. So as someone says, change begins with chanting. Change begins with what? Chanting. Keep chanting it. Keep saying it until it comes to pass. So that's the number 2 key, pillar for today in goal setting. Number 2, I remain your host Tina Martins, a married daughter. Keep watching my videos, like them, and then share them. And as you do that, God in heaven will continue to bless you. I want to let you know that we are on YouTube, okay? Tina Martins, the Marriage Therapist Hub. Now we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, and I'm also on Snapchat. And as you do that, God in heaven, keep watching, keep liking, and sharing them. Make your comments. Make your comment. Thank you so much. I love you all. I love you all.